Ashish Kumar Misra. Today I am going to discuss chapter 2 of class 10, that is polynomials. In this chapter today we discuss the topic relation between zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. At first, we define the term zeros and quadratic polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. What is a zero of a polynomial? A real number alpha is called a zero of the polynomial px if p alpha is equal to 0. How can we understand it? Let us take a linear polynomial. Suppose that px is equal to x plus 2. Now, when we put any real value of x and we get px equal to 0, then that value of x is called a zero of px. Let us find, suppose that p2. Then we have 2 plus 2, that is equals to 4. That is not equal to 0. So 2 is not a 0 of px, that is x plus 2. Now we take other number, suppose that minus 2. Then we put minus 2 in px. Then we get minus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 0. So we see that p minus 2 equals to 0. So we can say minus 2 is a 0 of x plus 2. So in this regard we can say that what is a 0 of a polynomial. Next term, quadratic polynomial. What is a quadratic polynomial? A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. What is a degree? The highest power of the variable in any polynomial is called degree. For quadratic polynomial, the standard form is px equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0 and a, b, c are all real numbers. Now here a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is constant term. And one thing is important here, that for quadratic polynomial we have two roots and they are commonly said alpha and beta. Now we discuss the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. Let us consider a quadratic polynomial px equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. As we know it is quadratic polynomial, so let's suppose its zeros are alpha and beta. Then x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of px. These are two factors, x minus alpha and x minus beta. Now this quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c can be expressed in terms of factors as k into x minus alpha into x minus beta, where k is a constant. Now we multiply x into x square, again x into minus beta x, next minus alpha into x minus alpha x, minus into minus plus alpha into beta alpha beta. Again here we see that in this part minus is common and also x is common. Then we can write here alpha plus beta into x here. Now we multiply with k, then kx square minus k into alpha plus beta x plus k alpha beta. We see that we can compare both sides, means comparing the coefficient of x square x and the constant terms both sides, we get here coefficient of x square is a and coefficient of x square right side is k. So we can say a equals to k. A equals to k. Similarly, the coefficient of x in left side, that is b, and right side, that is minus k alpha plus beta. That means b equals to minus k into alpha plus beta. And at last, the constant term, that is c equals to k alpha beta. Now here we see that we have k equals to a. So we put this value k equals to a here. Then b equals to minus a into alpha plus beta. Therefore alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. And again at last c equals to k into alpha beta, and value of k is here a, so put here k equals to a. Then we see that alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So we see that sum of zeros that is equal to minus b by a, and product of zeros that is equal to c by a. In other words, we can write sum of zeros, that is minus b by a. What is b here? We see that b is coefficient of x. So we can write minus coefficient of x divided by, what is a here? Here a is coefficient of x square. So we can say sum of zeros for a quadratic polynomial, that is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, and product of zeros, that is equal to c by a. What is c here? C is constant term and a is coefficient of x square. So we can write here product of zeros is equal to constant term by coefficient of x square. Now next thing, if we have given alpha and beta, that means two zeros of a quadratic polynomial, then how can we form the quadratic polynomial? For this we can take help the formula for the formation of a quadratic polynomial, that is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. That means x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. This is the Formula for finding a quadratic polynomial. Now students, we proceed on exercise 2.2 from NCERT book. Here we start question number 1 for finding the zeros of a quadratic polynomial and the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. For first question, first we find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Here our problem is x square minus 2x minus 8. How can we find the zeros? That is our first target. And second target is how can we verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. For this, for finding zeros, we can take help of the middle term split factorization method for finding zeros. Here px, suppose that px is equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. Now this middle term is minus 2x. This minus 2x can be written as minus 4x plus 2x, because minus 4x plus 2x, that is also equals to minus 2x, and also minus 4 into plus 2, that is equal to minus 8. Also you can see here minus 8 into 1, that is equal to minus 8. So we can write here minus 2x is equal to minus 4x plus 2x. Now from the first two members we take common x, take x as a common, then x into x minus 4. From the last two members we take common 2. Then we find that here x minus 4 as the second factor. Now x minus 4 is common in both, then x plus 2 is the second factor. So we see that after factorization of x square minus 2x minus 8, the factors are x minus 4 and x plus 2. For finding the zeros, we compare both the factors with 0. Then x minus 4 equals to 0 and x plus 2 equals to 0. After solving, x equals to 4 and here x equals to minus 2. So we see that 4 and minus 2 are zeros of x square minus 2x minus 8. These are two zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Next, we verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. First, sum of zeros, that is equal to 4 plus minus 2, that is 4 minus 2, that is equal to 2. That means sum of zeros is 2 here. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Next, this 2 is also written as minus into minus 2, because minus into minus plus. So this plus 2 can be written as minus into minus 2 divided by 1. Now you see here, first we write minus and then here minus 2 is actually the coefficient of x. So here we write coefficient of x, and 1, that is coefficient of x square. So we see that sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Next, product of zeros, that is 4 into minus 2, that is equal to minus 8. This minus 8 can be written as minus 8 by 1. We see that minus 8 is what here? That is constant term. So we write here constant term. And what 1 is here? Here 1 is coefficient of x square. So we can write here constant term divided by coefficient of x square. And we see that this is the required formula for sum of zeros and product of zeros. So this is the verification between the zeros and coefficient of a quadratic polynomial. So I hope all of you understand it, and you will solve remaining problems of question number 1, exercise 2.2, that is from 2 to 6 in your homework. So thanks to all. Thank you.